good morning, happy Monday, hope you are well. We have got some really fun, quirky stamps for you today. They are so beautifully drawn, I absolutely love them. But of course, without further ado, we're going to go to Julia live via Skype. Good morning, Julia.
Good morning, it's bright and early.
It is, isn't it, right? I know. Sometimes I want to wear a shirt that says, I hate mornings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to get into the studio as well, so.
Bless you. So yes, we're joining you live via Skype. Whereabouts in the world are you?
I'm in Inverness, so
Oh,
north of Scotland.
nice.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Can I say, I love your background. I was just looking at that. That's so cool.
Yeah, loads of books. It's wallpaper.
I love it. I love it. Right, so Julia, tell us a little bit about the designs that we've got here then of our lovely quirky stamps. What inspired them?
Oh, I love birds. I've always, even when I did art at school, my subject of choice was always birds. That was sort of more when I was drawing realism. So yeah, my sketch pads have just been full of these sort of little quirky characters, and the last lot that I brought literally just flew out the door, even at 7 a.m.
Oh,
so,
marvellous.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, I just had to bring more.
Excellent. So I'll just turn this around so everybody can see the stamps. So are they photopolymer, are they?
Yes, so they're photopolymer. They're really high quality. If you look at them, they're really quite thick. I can show you when I'm stamping them. And they're also made and produced in the UK, which is something I'm really quite proud of as well. So, yeah, it's good.
Absolutely. So what we've got here then, so this lovely one that I've just turned around, so this is Flow. What also inspired the names of these? I think because they were quite quirky, I was trying to go for sort of more old-fashioned names just for the irony of it. So yeah, so that's sort of like Florence, Flo, Florence. Love that. And then if we come to this next one, here we go. So Royston, love that name. That's so brilliant. And also, of course, you've got some lovely, you know, really inspiring sentiments on here too.
Yeah, so we've got some, yeah, that you're amazing, you're unique. Yeah, just I like to have sentiments, and I don't particularly like, you know, the basic average ones that you get on every card. I like something just a little bit different. Yeah. So for me, when I'm creating, I always like to have sort of little elements to help accessorize the projects. You've all got your little flowers and bits and bobs in there, and I always like a sentiment on no matter what I do. So there's a sentiment in every stamp set as well.
Excellent. All right then, and then we're coming on to our next one here. Oh, so cute. So this one is Harold. Ah. Yeah. I love. Do you know also what I really like, Julia, is that you've put inspiration on the packaging. So, you know, if you're sort of, sometimes you get a bit into stuck in a rut with colouring, but this is great because you've got a little bit of inspiration for you.
Yeah, I do, and I put a lot of work. It takes me hours to colour, so, but I do think it makes a difference. Being a crafter myself, I was always more drawn to stamp sets that had inspiration on the packaging. Yes. So I knew it was something I wanted to give as well.
100%. And then last but not least, we've got lovely lashes, Edna. I love it. I love she's in a frame as well.
Yeah, the frame's good fun. We're going to play with the frame straight away. But yeah, so we had Edna in the first collection. So this is her all glammed up, ready for a night out or a Zoom party as we have nowadays.
Indeed. I mean, also, can I just say, I very, very much admire the work of your design team.
They are amazing. Yeah.
I mean, just look at this sample. It's so cool. Love this. And yeah, you've sent in lots of fabulous samples for us. We can take a look here. And as ever, as I always say, Julia, obviously when we take our little breaks, when I do a recap, I'll show loads more samples. But look at the colour, look at the detail that the design team have done.
Yeah, so I think that one in front of you, our Dawn did, she's made a mirror out of that frame.
Is it this one?
No, the one just next to it.
Oh,
I don't know whether to say right or left because it might be reversed. Yeah, that one there that they're zooming in on. She's made a little mirror out of the frame.
That's so cool. Absolutely lovely stuff. I love it. Right then, so you've got a £10 saving. It's £33.96. If you want to go for the whole collection. Now, if you want to get them individually, they're at the bottom of the screen for £10.99. But obviously, you've got a lovely saving of £10 if you go for all four. I mean, this is almost like you're getting one for nothing, really. 251184 is your item number. Okay. Then moving along, we've got Delightfully Dotty. Ross is telling me in my ear that these were supremely busy the last time that these were on as well.
Yeah, they sold out and I had to order more. So yeah, when I ordered more, I ordered a big batch of them because they go so well with any range that I bring out. They're the additional florals that make a card. So they're standalone. You know, you can make a card with just that daisy and it would look amazing.
Yeah.
But you can also sort of add it and build scenes with any of the JMC stamps that you've got. These ones are just perfect accompaniments to them.
Excellent. And again, look at these fantastic samples, and that just brilliant. Look at this, gift bags and cards, and you could do mixed media. You could do so much with these. But they're, and of course, you've got a lot of nice open space, haven't you, for colouring there?
Yeah, so a lot of open space. If you like to add a lot of detail to your colouring, you can. If you like to, you know, you could stamp onto coloured paper and get your colour that way. So yeah, there's a lot of room for manoeuvre with those. Excellent.
Right then, so for these lovely sets of stamps, again, you've got some fantastic inspiration on the packaging, but they're £18.40, and your item number is 196603. Then moving along, we've got another nice set. So again, some stamps, but this time you've popped in a paper pack for us.
Yeah, so this is from the Steampunk Stories range. Oh, put my teeth in.
Don't worry.
And we've got little micro chirp in there, which is why I popped it with this, because she goes beautifully with the rest of the Quirky Birds. So although she's sort of coloured up in steampunk colours there, you could go for bright and funky colours like the other birds. And then you've got the background accessories that go with it. And then we've got the 4 papers. So we've got 2 that are a bit more traditionally steampunk in that they're slightly muted. And then we've got 2 really bright because I just always do bright. I can't help but not. So we've got the butterfly one there.
Yeah, amazing.
And then the next one we've got sort of the bumblebees, which I love, partly because for me steampunk sort of represents the impossible as possible. Yeah. You know, they dreamt big, they achieved their dreams, and bumblebees are the same.
Oh.
So I put them together, even though it's maybe not the most automatic thing to put together.
I like it. I love quirky. Get me all over. And then we've got this one here, slightly more muted again, this one.
Yeah, so these ones are more muted, but don't forget, if you do like bright and vibrant, you could brighten these up with some distress inks and things. And it's the same with if bright's not your thing. You know, I like a walnut stain distress ink on that and it'll knock it right back. So you can still take it in the direction that your style of crafting prefers.
Excellent. And how many sheets are we getting in our paper pad, Julia?
There's 5 of each design.
Excellent.
Can't do that simple math right now.
No, all good, all good. So 5 of each design, and you're getting 4 of each. No, the other way. 4 designs, 5 of each. Yeah. Sorry, Julia. Right then. So £26.97. Item number is 398405. And then we've also got some fabulous stencils. So again, these work so well with the paper pad and all of the stamps, don't they?
Yeah, so like these ones again were originally designed to go with the steampunk range. That large cog is perfect. It's really open. You could like Zentangle or doodle inside that. I know that electric spiral has been really popular. A lot of people have said that's become their favourite stencil. I'm addicted to circles, so I have to have that in there. But I've also been using a lot of those stencils with the new release. So you can, again, they were designed to go with the steampunk, but you can take them in any direction that you wish.
Absolutely, 100%. Oh, look at this. So cool, so cool. Right then, so £24.95, and you're getting the 5 6x6 stencils. Really useful, really like these. 163461 is your item number. And then finally, we've got our delightfully dotty paper pad. Again, lovely bright colours, aren't they?
Yeah, I just absolutely love bright papers. And it's interesting, I was on with Paula last time and she said she used to work at a printer's, and they said if you look at the quality of the yellow, then you can see that those papers are upside down for some reason.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just realised that.
Yellow, it can tell you that it's a really high quality paper pack, and I just think, look at that yellow.
That's beautiful.
So, and they're really fun. They're great as general backgrounds. They've got a lot of snippability, so you can cut some of the elements out and build it up. And of course, continue to layer. I mean, I love layering, which is why there's lots of elements to the papers, but you can kind of carry that on as well if you want to.
Absolutely, look at these, absolutely beautiful. So Julia, are you, if you want to get yourself set for the demos, and we'll come right back to you.
I will do.
Fabulous. Now, so just going back to the stamps then, really super busy already this morning. Go to the website at hochanda.com. Here we go. We've got, oh, yeah, right. Ross is telling me that the bundle is where most of you are going, and I'm not surprised. Don't forget, you've got that £10 saving there on that complete collection of those beautiful stamps. Really love them. They're so fun, so quirky. Now, also, check out the end of call offers. Let's see what we've got going on today. There you go. So how about getting yourself, what have we got here? The Steampunk MDF and Charms. There's also some more stamps. Oh, the Lady Bee stamp, that's cool. And again, very, very reasonable prices. Absolutely, yeah, free delivery add-ons there. Absolutely brilliant. Right then, so I believe without further ado, I'm now going to hand over to you again, Julia, live via Skype.
Thank you. You can see my yellow desk.
Yeah.
Because it's you, Alex, I'm going to make a shaker card.
Yay! Makes me very happy.
So I've got my frame stamp set. So just a little tip, I'm just going to drop that down onto my card first, because if you're popping that onto your block, it's quite easy to sort of stretch it slightly out of shape. So if you're wanting it perfectly designed or perfectly stamped, I would sort of pop it on the card, let it rest. If you've got a stamping platform, this is what you're sort of going to naturally do anyway, but if you use a block and then pick it up like that, and then that way you're ensured that it's straight. However, because you do get that sort of manipulation element, because it is flexible, you can sort of also manipulate it and change the frame. So you've got more than one stamp, if that makes sense. I've just got a, oh, there we go. So you can see I've managed to manipulate it into different shapes. So if you want to do that, you can.
Fab.
I'll go back to actually stamping now. So I'll pop that there, and I am going to use some Memento ink because I'm going to do some Copic colouring. So I'm just going to pop my pop that down. It's quite a dry ink pad, which is why I'm sort of over egging the pudding with regards to regards to the tap motion there. Right, so I'm going to pop that down, and I'm just going to sort of put even pressure across the whole stamp, allow the ink to transfer, and pull that up like so. Excellent.
Oh, I tell you what, Julia, we're already over 10% gone in just the first 10 minutes of this show now of our bundle.
Well, that's amazing, because I've got double on the show to what I had last time I broke the Quirky Birds.
Good stuff.
So, right, so I'm now going to grab Flow, and I'm just going to stamp over this. It's going to make a mess, but because I'm making a shaker, this is going to be cut out anyway, so I don't need to worry about the fact that I'm going to stamp over the frame. So I'm going to pop her in just there. So we're looking at a few different techniques to build up our card. So now we're going to do a bit of masking. So for masking, we just, what I've done is I've stamped her again. Yeah. But stamped her on copier paper. And I would recommend, if you're doing this, to stick to a copier paper. You want it thin. You don't want one of your good quality cards, because then you're going to get uneven stamping. And I've just put some repositionable two-way glue on the back. And I know you've got loads of that sort of thing on the website. So I'm sure if you have a little hunt around, you can find that. And then I'm going to grab the little cloud stamp from Harold. So we've seen here, that's me taking three different stamp sets, but they all work together so well. So I'm just going to pop a little cloud here, and we've created a little scene. There we go. So put that there. Cool. And now when I pull my little mask off, there we go. We've got that all created like so. Right, I'm going to grab my pens. Now when I'm colouring, I like to use 3 different shades of a colour. Okay. Because it helps to give you your shadow, your mid-tone, and your highlight. And I think that's what helps to bring things to life a bit. So I'm just going to pop some. I'm going to make a yellow flamingo, because why not?
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
Why not? Yeah.
Tell us a little, while you're colouring, tell us a little bit about your background and how JMC Design sort of came about.
I've always sort of grown up in a crafty family. You know, we've all done various form of crafts.
Yeah.
And the love of paper craft probably hit about I don't know, 18 years ago or something. It's like I've tried all forms of craft, but then, you know, paper craft sort of really took hold. The obsession began. I went from shoebox to room to,
yeah.
you know, the general to house. No, and I just started drawing. I was going through therapy actually, art therapy, and the therapist encouraged me to share some of my drawings on social media, which I did. But then I got lots of crafters going, "Can we please do something with your drawings? Can you please?" And then I had one of the demonstrators, Denise, that demonstrates for Sam K. She phoned up Hochanda. I was like, "Check this girl out."
Excellent stuff. Love it.
Yeah, that was it. So it was kind of a happy accident. So that's the 3 different colours there, and because of that, we've got sort of a nice gradual tone there. I'll just do I'm not going to do all of it because I do have a pre-prepared one. I'm just going to show you. You don't need to be amazingly accurate with your colouring. So right now, I'm just basically scribbling, following the lines of those squares.
Yeah.
So I've just sort of scribbled that, and then I'm going to scribble over again with the next colour down and just fill in a bit more of those white patches. So as you can see, I'm not doing anything overly fancy. Absolutely anybody can achieve that, and I've just got those last few gaps. But doing it that way, I've got that multi-tonal look, and that really helps to build it out. But I have got one all coloured up and
beautiful.
All ready to go. So now what I would do as well is, it's amazing how much a white pen lifts things.
Yeah,
so I'm just follow the lines that I've drawn again, and I'm just going to pop. So I thought I'd do this bit on camera because you can really see the contrast between having the white pen and not. And also, if you have done a little bit of colouring that you're not overly keen on, you don't quite like how it's blended, a few little white dots and a few little white scribbles near that part where you don't like the blending, it covers a multitude of sins, which is wondrous. We need products like that.
Absolutely. Love that.
Yeah.
I love his little halo as well of the blue. I think that really sets him off, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
And then I'm going to make my clouds. See, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little black mark there where I've gone wrong with the stamping. But I'm just going to do some white scribbles within the cloud, and that's just going to make it look like a nice white fluffy cloud.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, that's us all good to go. So with regards to cutting out the centre, or the other thing that I would do is I'm just going to grab the pink. So I've got a pink frame here that's going to become the top layer, and we've got acetate there, and that's going to become the top layer. But just in case it kind of goes slightly skew, or people look at it from the side, I'm just going to very quickly put in a pink line around the edge.
Lovely stuff. Right, I've got a stock update. We are 20% of the bundle gone now today. So please make sure you're checking out your baskets. They're really fun, really, really gorgeous, quirky designs of our lovely Quirky Birds there. Remember, you've got a £10 saving on the complete bundle here. So £10.99 each, so you're pretty much getting one as a lovely little gift for you. £33.96, 251184. Back to you, Julia.
Okay, so as I said, I've just drawn that line round there so that we can see from the side. Now I'm going to use cardboard because, you know, it's cheap and cheerful, it's recyclable, it doesn't have the plastic. But one thing to be aware of, if I turn that there, cardboard does have holes in it.
Yeah.
So if you were to use glitter or a very, very fine sequin, it's going to fall out and it's not going to work, in which case stick with your 3D foam. But because I know that the sequins that I'm using are really, really chunky, I know I can get away with it on this occasion. So I'm just going to grab that and stick a little bit of glue, and we'll pop that down like so. And then I would just build that up until I had something like that. And then, as I said, the sequins that I've got are nice, big, chunky ones, but ask me how I know it falls out the bottom.
Tried and tested, eh?
Made that mistake before. So yeah, so just be aware that if you're going to use cardboard, make sure you're using nice, big, chunky sequins. If not, if you're using something finer, then stick to the more traditional method of 3D foam. So I'm just going to pop some glue down here like so.
I love the sequins as well. Everything's so bright and cheerful. It's lovely.
Well, see, as soon as I found out I was on with you, Alex,
oh, bless
I was
you.
like, well, I need to make a shaker card, don't I?
Seriously, I'm slightly obsessed with them. I don't know why.
So there we go. That's our little shaker.
Fabulous stuff. Thank you so much, Julia. Lovely. Right. I'll tell you what then. I'll do a quick recap. I love it. It's so fun. Look at that. Oh, and I can see what you've done there is you've also put a really nice sentiment on there. Oh, that's just beautiful.
Yeah, so once you've got the shaker, it can then go on the front of a book, it can go on a card, it can go on anything. But so that's it there with the little accessories that come with the stamp set, and that's it there. Yeah,
brilliant stuff. Oh, yay. Thank you so much for doing that, Julia. I love that. Right then, so we'll rejoin Julia very shortly via Skype, but let's have a look if you're just waking up today and at these lovely Quirky Birds. And we do have a very deep stock, so but the fact that 20% is already gone in literally 20 minutes just shows how popular these are. Now, we do have a later show, 11 a.m. with Julia. So if you're sort of getting up, get dressed to go to out anywhere, make sure you're checking out your baskets now. So we have our fabulous Quirky Birds. We have got our lovely Lashes Edna, Harold, Royston and Flo. I love these. They're so fun, aren't they? Again, I'll just swizzle one around just so that you can see the quality, the thickness of the stamps also is going to mean that you're going to get a really lovely crisp finish of your design. I love the fact that the packaging has got inspiration. Now, let's look. Oh, I found another shaker card. Makes me happy. So this one is made by Jenny. Again, she's done some, I think maybe there's some like, maybe it's Yupo paper, I might be wrong, with some lovely alcohol inks in there, and then it really offsets our lovely little bird there. And definitely we are all unique. Love that. Here's another shaker card. Woo! Love it. Absolutely love it. Who's done this one? Let's see if there's this one is done by Dawn. That's fabulous. Quite dramatic actually, that one. I like that with the black. Then let's have a little look at our lovely Edna. Here she is. Look at her lashes. They are so beautiful. I just love the shape of them. Here's another. Oh, so that one was done by Jenny. Apologies. And then let's bring this one in. This one's also been done by Jenny. I love actually how she's done the layout of this. I think that's really, really cool. Just bear with me while I put some to the side and make sure I get some more. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. So this one is made by Angie. Look at that. Again, really nice and quirky. So bit of heat embossing there with the white ink. And then again, a really nice colourful background. We have got, this one is by Jenny, and we've got a really nice sort of mirror image. I like that a lot. They could be sisters, couldn't they? That's cool. And then we've got another one here. This one is also by Jenny. Jenny has been very busy. But you can tell a scene with these ones, can't you? Loving this. This one is by Jan. Again, look at that. I like the extra worker stamps. I think they're really cool as well. Again, lovely, lovely composition going on here. And then what about tags? What about your mixed media? Aren't they cool? Not sure who's done this one, but still really cool. I love the use of a little bit of material too, but beautifully coloured in. And isn't she so beautiful? Right then, so remember you've got a £10 saving on this. £33.96 is the price. So basically it's pretty much nearly for the price of three. I always have to think about it when I say that. Love that, just £1 difference there. 251184 is your item number. Then moving along, I believe this is a back by popular demand. Now they sold out last time and they are now busy again. So we'll pop the details onto the screen for you for your delightfully dotty florals. So you've got the 2 A6 stamp bundles. Again, I'll just swizzle them around. Once more, lots of lovely open space if you like to colour. But if colouring's not your thing, it doesn't matter because still so beautiful when it's been stamped and embossed. Lovely. So, oh, even down to an envelope. Why not pop it onto an envelope? I love that. It's those finishing touches, isn't it? Isn't that nice? Look at that. Look, 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 look. It's the envelope there. Oh, and a bit of sparkle too. Liking that. And again, you can see we've got a couple of samples down the front. I love the gift bags and everything. Oh, so, again, so beautifully coloured. There's so much to these. Wonderful. Right then, it's £18.40. If you missed out on them now, from the last time, now is the chance to get them again. 196603 is your item number. Then we move along to our, again, more stamps, but this time we've got the paper pad. You've got, let me get this right again, 4 designs, 5 of each. Excellent, lovely. And it's a really nice weight as well of your cardstock on this paper pad. So once more, let me show you the lovely details to these. So you've got a nice little hint of steampunk in the back there. And then look, that's just so cool. It's so different, isn't it? With your bees and your steampunk and your cogs. Loving that. And then we go on again to slightly more muted and then slightly more bright. But as Julia said at the start of the show, if you want to distress them, you can. If you want to make them brighter, you absolutely can. And again, have a little look at these beautiful stamps. Once more, the packaging, so inspirational. Love this. Love the way it's all been shaded. Super, super cool. So you've got your electric fields, your micro chirp, and you've also got your paper pad for £26.97. Item number is 398405. Then, moving along, we've got our fabulous stencils. Loving this, you're getting 5 of them. And again, they're so cool. I mean, just really quirky. They're 6 by 6 inches. If you want to know those details, so you've got some cogs, you've got some circles. I love the fact that you've also got like some light bulbs. They're really cool. So again, we're taking it into that nice, really quirky, fun steampunk theme. There you go. Such a cool sample as well. Look at those. So for your stencils, £24.95. 163461 is your item number. And then last but not least, we've got the delightfully dotted. So have you noticed that every single thing goes hand in hand? It's absolutely perfect. So again, so this time it's A4 papers. And then let's just show you. You're getting 5 designs. And this time you're getting 5 of each. I mean, just look at that rainbow there. 160 GSM, so again, a really nice weight. And then once I see, look, you can totally build scenes on these, can't you? So if you're wanting to, there you go. Go for them. They're really lovely and bright. It's £11.99 for that paper pad. Item number is 341240. Okie dokie. As ever, you can place your order via the phone lines 01733602000, or your fastest way, as always, is to go to our website if you can at hochanda.com. Right then, Julia, what are you going to play with next for us?
More cardboard.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm upset. There we go. So we're going to build a little birdhouse out of cardboard, and yeah, don't be afraid of doing things like this because it's all basic shapes. You know, we've got squares and we've got triangles, and if this isn't something that you fancy doing, I'm just going to pull in a page that I did yesterday. So I did this oops, I almost knocked my camera there. I did this with Crafting Together with All Brands yesterday.
Lovely. Yeah.
So the same technique that I'm about to do now, I used to build those houses, and as you can see, these are flat and in a journal. So just because I'm doing it this way, you can still sort of use it however you want to use. So I've just got the different shapes there. And then what I do is I grab one of the shapes and we're just going to glue some paper to it. So I'm just going to get some glue over that. She says. I was doing so well with my glue so far. There we go.
Ah, there, it's all good.
I do have a bit of a reputation already for never having glue that works.
No, it happens a lot, especially in the studio. I think it's the lights and things.
Shall I blame that? I would say that, but every time I do a live, the exact same thing happens. So I
all good.
Blame you guys. I'm not gonna try, but so I'm just going to cut round this, and I think if you're doing something like this, don't try and get it perfect. Don't try and get perfect shapes. I actually think the more misshapen it is, the quirkier and better it looks. So just go for it. So I've got, there we go, hang on. There we go. So we've now got our little bit of card with some pattern on it.
Yeah.
And then what I would do just to lift that to the next level, anyone that knows me knows I do bang on about having different shades in your work and how it lifts it. I do always feel you need a sort of shadow, mid-tone and highlight, and little tips and tricks like this just help to create that.
Yeah.
So I'm just popping a bit of distress ink around the edges just to give it a slightly darker tone. I can move that away now and save all of your eyesight. There we go. Then because I'm going to be layering pattern on pattern, I want to create a break so that the brain sees all the different patterns and it doesn't all sort of merge into one.
Okay.
So I'm just going to grab a alcohol marker. And I've got the chisel end and I'm just running it around the edge.
Yeah.
And that's just going to frame that piece. And as I said, it's thick in some parts, it's thin in the other parts, but it does all sort of add to the charm. And then being me, I have to just sort of add a little doodly border. Again, I'm going very loose. I'm not aiming for perfection. The more wonky it looks, the better.
Yeah.
If you're not confident with that, I think in the Flow stamp set, we've got a little doodle that I've done that's very similar to this, so you can use it. But be aware that if you're stamping on cardboard, it may become a little bit uneven.
Okay.
So do that for all of these different pieces. I'll just pop that aside. And then I would glue them together. And now we've created
so cool.
A little birdhouse.
Lovely stuff.
So that can be, as I said, that can be like a little 3D something somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you wanted it flat, you can just do it with the paper, but don't attach it to the cardboard. And then I've stamped and coloured loads. So this is out of the paper. The flowers are out of the paper.
Okay.
And some of the flowers, so basically from the various stamp sets, I have cut elements out. Come on, glue. There we go. Talking to your equipment helps.
Oh, I do that all the time. I
It's
do
not a
indeed.
sign of madness, it's a sign of, I don't know what, creative genius.
Enjoyment, that's what it is.
Like that, Alex, that's much better. Not like, oh, she's lost the plot, she's talking to her scissors. Right, so with this one, I've already sort of attached the clouds on the back. When I was building it, I sort of, I arranged everything loose. But because I've kind of got a reference to work from, I'm just sort of going for it here. But when I was building it, I just sort of arranged everything. And then once I got it, so I was happy, I started taking the various elements down. Just got a little bit of foliage wrapped around her leg, poor woman.
All good.
Okay.
Another quick stock update, Julia, if I may, because for the bundle, we are a third of the stock gone. Super, super busy. Again, don't forget, you are getting one of these pretty much. You're not paying for one of these stamp sets if you go for the bundle. They are normally £10.99 each. 251184. You can buy them individually. Have a look online, but the majority of you are going for the collection. And we are getting busier and busier and busier, so make sure you're checking out your baskets. Back to you, Julia.
Okay, so I've added our Harold on, and as I said, what I tend to do when I craft is I will spend an evening and I'll do some, let's give this a bit of shape because we can. I'll spend an evening, do some stamping, do some colouring, fussy cut it all out, and I create almost like a little bit box of stamped images. I did have it to the side of me, but if I try and grab it now, it will create... I'll probably knock my camera over, so we'll not go for that.
Okay.
All right, my husband's trying. I've got my own little floor manager here.
Oh, it's nice.
So I create a little box of bits and bobs like that, and then it means I can just sort of gradually work from it. So we've got the little flowers, so let's give Harold a little bit of foliage to sit in amongst. There we go. So it's quite a fun idea, and it's
really good fun. And I love the fact that also, you know, you've used your packaging so that you're upcycling as well. It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually store. I've got a big box of cardboard. My husband daren't throw any cut packaging out, or he sits and looks at me and goes, "You're going to like the shape of this, aren't you? Do you want to keep it?"
That's cool.
Like, yes. Oops. That one's not wanting to stick. So if you do it like this, you can, and if you've got all the bits and pieces, you can just sort of gradually audition the little work. So I'm trying to have some so they're sort of sticking out from the little thing that we've got going on. Birdhouse, that's the bird.
It looks so cool. And again, it's putting a smile on my face because it's so bright and so cheery.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're liking it.
Yeah.
So we'll pop. And what I like about these stamp sets as well is there's quite a few sort of leaves and greenery elements to it, which just allows you to, you know, when you get a bouquet of flowers, quite often it's the greenery things that lift the bouquet and make it look a little bit better. Yeah. And you've got these elements within the stamps. You've got the sort of greenery, so I would suggest stamping and colouring out a lot of those because you'll find them very useful. I'll pop those to the side, I think, and I can show you my original as well. So I've got the little stamp set there, that we are all unique.
Ah, lovely stuff.
Oh, hang on, I think I had a heart coming out the chimney. Let's stick that on as well.
Oh, that's a nice finishing touch. That's so cute.
Yeah. So that's our little bird. It's all done.
It looks brilliant. Thank you so much, Julia. All right then, we'll come back to you live via Skype in just a short while. We've got enough time to do another demo or so. Now, right, we are 40% of the stock gone of our lovely Quirky Birds collection. But look how cute they are. Look at her. I love her lashes. So this is lovely lashes Edna. Then we've got Harold, we've got Royston, and last but not least, we've got Flo. I love their names. Look at them. Again, just in case you're just joining us, I'll turn them around so you can see. They are really top quality photopolymer, of course. You've got not only your feature pieces, your lovely birds, but you've also got lots of fabulous extras on there. Again, I've got a few more samples. Here's another shaker card. So this one's made by Jenny. There you go. It looks so good, doesn't it? Look at that. I love that our lovely Edna, she's just peeking her head from the side. Oh, okay, feathers. Oh, she's wearing, oh, look at this outfit. Look at that. Brilliant stuff. Loving it with the feathers. Again, then we've got our Ednas. We've got 3 in a row there. Very, very sassy. This one's made by Jenny. I meant to say who made this one. Yeah, also Jenny, this one. And then let me find some more of our other lovely characters. So we've got the You're Amazing. Not sure who made this tag, but it's really cool. Again, the colouring is just absolutely divine. Another version of a little treehouse this time. This one's by Angie. Look how happy he is. Oh, so cool. And then we've got another one of our lovely tags, starting to get slightly mixed media-esque, if you will. And then again, take a look at some of these samples, aren't they great? I mean, just look at that. So much work's gone into it, but it's not work, is it? That's the thing, it's playing. It's just having total enjoyment when you're looking at these. I mean, look, making it into a mirror, that's just a fantastic idea, such a good idea. Right then, so you've got that £10 saving. These are new today, our lovely Quirky Birds. It's £33.96. 251184 is your item number. Right then, now if you are new to us here at Hochanda, you might yet not know about becoming a Freedom member and all of the benefits, so we are going to tell you right now.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Another reminder as well that we have back in stock by popular demand. We have got our delightfully dotty florals. Again, you can see top quality, really nice and thick photopolymer stamps, but look at the designs, just aren't they gorgeous? Let's twizzle these around again. Look at this. Again, you've got that inspiration on the packaging. Now, these are going to be for any occasion. absolutely any occasion. So whether it's birthdays, whether it's anniversaries, whether it's congratulations, and again, look at this. Yeah, doesn't it work well with that? With the just adding that white liner pen, it really does lift it, doesn't it? Look at all the detail. Look at all the work that's gone into this gift bag. Isn't that phenomenal? And once more, you've got some really, really lovely sentiments on here. Now, as I said, back by popular demand, sold out previously. It's £18.40. Item number is 196603. Then moving along, we have got again, some more fantastic quirky stamps, and you've got your paper pad, which is 8 by 8 inches there. You've got the 4 designs, and you're getting 5 sheets of each of the designs. Plus you are getting the fabulous stamps. Just look at these. And again, you can see how everything that we're looking at works together beautifully. So it's so nice, isn't it, when you start adding to a collection and building it up. Once more, look at the beauty of this sample. Isn't that amazing? That's so fabulous. It's a lovely little pop-up box. I love those. I think they're brilliant. So again, going back to our paper pad, again, you can just see we've got our lovely colours going on here. So, I mean, then just look at this one. I love the detail in the background as well as the foreground. So you've got those really fun bees, and we need our bees. But then you've also got the fabulous background there. Love this. Hang on, there's one more, there's one more. There you go. Lovely stuff. So again, take a little look at the stamps and the paper pad for £26.97. Item number is 398405. Then we've also got our stencils. You're getting 5 of them. They've got that really nice steampunk feel to them. But they don't have to be steampunk. I mean, like these circles, they're just fabulous as a background, aren't they? Get your spritzers, get your sprays. Look at that. And they add such a nice extra element of interest, don't they? Right then, £24.95 for all of these lovely stencils. You're getting 5 of them. They are 6 by 6. Really, really, really cool. 163461 is the item number. And then last but not least, we have got the delightfully dotty A4 paper pad. This time you've got your 5 designs. So let's show you these. Let's show you these. Lovely. So if you want to distress the sides, you absolutely can. I mean, just look at that rainbow. Isn't that amazing? And then going on to, I mean, just look at that scene. I just want to leap into this picture right now. Okay, only £11.99 then for that paper pad. Item number is 341240. Here's the website. Again, you can see everything else. You can shop by brand if you want to. Okay, the bundle here is getting busier and busier and busier as you're waking up this morning. So good morning to you. Happy Monday. So this is our lovely Quirky Birds, new today, fabulous designs. So do make sure you are checking out your baskets. Right then, without further ado, let's join Julia back live via Skype. What are you going to do for us now, Julia?
So I'm going to make a little tag, and we're going to play with those stencils. You can see mine are very well used. So we're going to use the steampunk stencils, but we're not going to go steampunk. So I think that just shows how versatile they are doing stuff like this. So I'm just going to grab, I think I've got Distress Ink Mustard Seed. And I'm just going to create a little bit of a background. So I'll get that on there. I don't know why I have to do the do part.
So I do that as well, though. Don't worry, Julia.
It's like I can't craft without doing it. My daughter says that. I can always tell when you're thinking. You're just like, oh dear. Right. So we've got a little bit of the large cog down there.
Fab.
And I'm going to... gorgeous. I do love this stencil. Yep. Oh, I'll change. She says, there we go. Right. And I'm going to pop some circles over. So I do absolutely love layering. I love doing this when I'm sort of creating. But even when I'm designing papers, you'll notice the papers have like layer upon layer upon layer because it's the way I like to work. I think it adds interest. I also think sometimes when you're when you sit down to do something, you're like, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Having a stencil, getting a bit of ink out, it's almost like getting the body memory going, getting the muscles going, and before you know it, you're creating without thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a bit of this yellow and just bring it all around the edge.
Yeah, it sort of draws the eye in, doesn't it, Julia?
does indeed. And then I can move this mat out, and because obviously I don't have the same fancy lights and cameras, so there's a bit of a reflection going on, but so we'll get that out of your way as soon as possible.
Oh no, don't you worry, it's all good. When was the last time we saw you in the studio?
November.
November,
so I'm
yeah.
hoping I'll be able to get back in May. They've tentatively lifted the travel restriction 26th of April, I think.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So hopefully the May show, it means April I might still be via Skype, but hopefully by May I'll be allowed to come down and see you. Right, again as usual, I'm just edging in black.
Yeah.
I did that automatically. I wasn't actually even going to do that on this because it's like everyone knows I did it, and I did it before I realised I was doing it. So there you go. Right. I quite like adding, you know, a text stamp for backgrounds.
Yeah.
We do a lot. We quite often buy, you know, text stamps for doing that. But you can do it with like your sentiment stamps as well. You don't need a specific background stamp to be able to sort of create that effect. So I'm actually just going to use my sentiment stamp here and just repeatedly stamp it in various places to give that sort of same effect of having a big block text stamp.
Yeah.
So sometimes, I mean, I know what it's like. I'm a crafter. I watch Hochanda daily, you know, and you do want everything, but sometimes you can sort of get the same effect within the kit that you've got.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I'm now taking the little circle stamp. This is from the Micro Chirp set.
Ah, right, okay.
We've got this little circle. It's kind of got, it's circles, and there's also sort of like little rivets in there as well. This is me doing really bad practice stamping. Take your ink to your stamp, not the other way around like I'm doing now. But for speed.
Yeah, don't you worry at all.
I'm doing it this way. So now I'm going to add a few circles in. And it's amazing, a couple of stencils and a few tiny itty bitty stamps, and we've suddenly built up a really background, and fairly quickly as well, which is cool. So there you go. Now I've got a little bit of a background.
Yeah.
Now, the last make that I did, you know, the little birdhouse, that is how I would use up my scraps of paper. You know, I literally save everything. And this is another thing. I've just, you know, that's a title, it's probably left over from you know, the other things that I've been making, and I've just squirreled it aside. And again, I'm going to have to put the black edge down.
That's all right.
It's because it'll create a break, so you'll see it more.
Yeah.
You look at that side and that side, it stands out more here, and it's because there's that black line to sort of elevate it, it frames it. So I do think it's worth doing, especially if you're putting pattern on pattern. It just allows you to be able to see the various patterns.
Nice.
So we'll get that there. And then we're going to use one of the flower stamps that you were mentioning. Oops. Right, let's get a little bit of glue on. Pop that down the side. There we go. Just talking to herself.
All good, all good.
I've seen that before. It's like, of course I talk to myself when I'm crafting.
I do. I do. My cat looks at me like I'm weird.
Oh dear, I'm surprised the cat hasn't tried to get in here, to be honest.
Oh, have you got a cat as well?
Yeah, we've got a cat.
Ah.
So yeah, I'm surprised she's not tried to. We've also got my daughter that's hopefully getting her breakfast and stuff ready for school.
Bless her. Nice.
Okay,
yeah, that's looking really effective.
Yeah, so that's good. So now we've got our, so this is the this stamp here. And this is really cool. Obviously you could have it like as a sort of funky flower that goes up this way.
Yeah.
And it can come down like that. The other thing that I've also done is I've chopped before now. I've chopped that bit off there, and then chopped that bit off there.
Yeah.
And then you bring that bit down and just stick it behind, and you've created a little umbrella for your characters as well.
Yeah.
So it might seem a little bit of an unusual shape for a flower, but it's actually very versatile. There's quite a lot you can do with it.
And again, I just love the colours. You like clashing colours, don't you?
I do, yeah. It's like I've never been subtle in my life, ever.
All good.
You can see me coming. Right. The one thing that I realised I forgot to do, because these images are just that little bit fussier, you can cut them out fairly easy, but you do tend to need to leave this white background, which I don't particularly like, so I'm going to do that on situ just there because.
Okay.
But if you want it to blend in with your project a bit more, if you just take the ink colour that you've used on your project and just pop it around the edge, it's just going to take that starkness of the white away. Oops. And then that's just going to, that's because I'm not doing it on a blending mat and I'm doing it on some card. I'll get told off by our babe if she's watching.
Oh. Nah, she won't tell you off.
There we go. So that now it blends in so much better. Now before I stick her down, I'm just going to grab my pencil, and because obviously we need to grind her, so I'm just going to do some scribbles. Again, anyone can do this. There's nothing artistic about this. A child can scribble. So we've just scribbled a little bit down there, and as I said, that's just to create a little bit of a base so she's not floating on air. Although she could because she's a bird, but I don't particularly want her to on this occasion.
Yeah.
So we'll pop that just there, like so. And then I've got some of the little flowers again.
Yeah, they're really nice little additions, aren't they, to the focal point of the birds?
They are, yeah. So we'll just pop a few. One's gone missing, but oh look, my little personal floor manager's just thrown one in.
I saw that. That was funny.
It's because I'm rubbish with technology, so he stood beside me so that he can press all the buttons.
Oh, bless
so
him.
the switch between cameras and stuff like that. Because I know that if anything went wrong, I'd just be like,
Well, he's doing a very good job.
Fix it. Okay, so we've got that, and then me being me. Oh, hang on. Too early. The other thing is I've got my Sakura Moonlight pens. I know you like these too, don't you?
Yes, I love them.
Do you know, I bought these years ago and then thought I don't even use these anymore, so I'm just going to give them to my daughter. So I gave them all to my daughter, and then I watched Louise Sims do wondrous things with them here on Hochanda.
Yeah.
And I've stole it back again now.
Taking it. You'll have to get her a set though.
Yeah, I will do. It's like I'll eventually get my own set. So yeah, I've stolen these back, but just again, adding the little dots just sort of creates that foliage look. And then I'm just, again, because it frames, I think this makes a difference. It's like when you put a photograph into a frame, it suddenly lifts it and it looks so much better. And then if you go to the really posh framers, you have loads of, mats and layers, don't you? And so I think the more you can do to frame it, the better your project actually looks. So
100%.
So I'm doing this freehand, but as I said, it's dead easy. I would give it a try, you know. But if you are really nervous and really, really don't want to, there is a doodle stamp on, I think it's the Flow stamp set there.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah.
So, oops, I'll just move that out of the way, and there we go.
Looks fabulous. Love that. Perfect timing as well, actually.
That's good.
Wonderful. So, Julia, do you want to just reset your camera so that we can say goodbye to you?
I will do. There we go.
See you in a minute. All righty. Okay, we are now half the stock of our lovely bundle that's gone there. Our fabulous Quirky Birds. Now, we have got another show at 11 o'clock this morning. So if you are heading off out anywhere, either to work or to have a little bit of exercise, do check out your baskets now. I mean, just look at their detail. Again, not only you've got your Quirky Birds, fabulous for colouring in, lots of lovely open space, but you've also got some sentiments too. I mean, just look at Edna. I mean, she's just brilliant. Absolutely love, and I love the quirky frame. And as Julia said at the start of the show, you can, because it's photopolymer, you can manipulate them so you can make them all sorts of different shapes. And look at this one. I love his eyelashes. That's so cute, isn't it? Loving this. Right, let's show you a few more samples here. Got a few more that I haven't shown you. I'm not sure who's done this one, but again, lovely detail, a little bit of organza in the background just to give it some fabulous texture, beautiful colours. Check this one out, that's cool. So a little bit of fussy cutting, but it works really well. It's nice to have a different shaped card, isn't it? Let's bring our lovely Edna in. Here she is. Look at that brilliant colour, loving it. What else have we got? Bear with me. Don't forget, we've also got the paper pads on the show that go fantastically. And this one is by Angie. I love that. So our lovely bird, our Quirky Bird, is in the spotlight here. Let's do one more and then we'll go to I like this, all different ways around. That's really good fun, isn't it? Loving that. And then we'll go back to Julia. So Julia, then we'll see you again at 11 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
Excellent stuff.
All ready to go. I'm going to have some breakfast, get my daughter to school.
Oh, bless you. You've got to do the school run as well now. Busy morning.
She's stressed.
Bless you. All right, take care. Thanks very much, Julia.
Thank you. Bye.
And there we go. So that was Julia live via Skype. So do make sure you're checking out your baskets and do join Julia at 11 a.m. this morning. Right, don't go anywhere. One Day Special time is coming up next.